But what we always hear at the end of the conversation is waiting for the right time.
Yeah.
I was pregnant. My daughter
Wow.
was born when we started our first facility. When we opened our second facility, the day after we signed escrow, I found out I was pregnant with my son.
Out of my
And
Yeah.
we had yeah,
Wow.
we had
Wow.
full construction ahead, so many expenses. You figure it out as you go, and I think people are afraid of that. I think the fear holds them back. There is never a perfect time.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and your eyes does not deceive you. We get two for the price of one. So I'm excited today. I'm excited about our guest here today and Palomino Residential Care.
Correct.
They specialize in senior living. They're licensed in California. I love what these people are doing. And not only do they have the Palomino Residential Care, they have the Palomino Academy. And I may be pronouncing that wrong, but I'm sure they're going to clear me up. But these two people right here are innovators. They are helping a sect of people sometimes that's quite frankly forgotten. So I love the way that they're serving people. I love the way that they're serving the clientele that they have. And so I'm so excited to introduce you all to Boris and Amanda Palomino. How you guys doing today?
Hey, we're doing really great. Thanks for having us on.
Hey, thanks for having us on.
Absolutely.
Pleasure being here.
Oh man, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. And listen, I am the type, I like to dive right in. So I would love for you to tell us, like, what's the main focus? What's your main focus these days? And then also give us a little bit of an origin story. Like, how did this become your passion? How did you get into this space? And so please, if you don't mind, talk to us a little bit.
So I'll start with the background and where we began. So yeah, we currently own and operate residential assisted livings. I know many of your audience might have heard about it because it's starting to become a buzz now.
Mhm.
So almost 11 years, we started the process. We were working our 9 to 5s, just like everybody else. We were sick and tired of being sick and tired and making somebody else rich. And, I would always see the boss of my dealership. I worked in automotive, so I was at the dealership. He was a cool guy. Owner was always on trips, doing his own thing, barely came in. I'm like, what the hell? Why can't that be us? Why can't we do that?
Mhm.
Right? So we gave up our 2,000 square foot home, which was her
Uh,
childhood home that we were living in,
uh,
and we moved into a 300 square foot ADU. And I said, hey, this is what we're going to do. To save enough money to get this started, it's going to take us forever. We're going to have to make sacrifices. And like they say, nothing worthwhile, come easy. Right. So we made the sacrifice and I said, we're going to get the process started. We'll come to find out she was pregnant with our first kid in the middle of others. So you want to talk about a perfect storm and things kind of going, the worst possible way, getting that resistance. So fast forward 2 years, we opened up our first facility. Fast forward 2 years later, we opened up a second facility. We just recently opened, 3 years ago, we opened up a third. in this past year, we actually moved our first facility out of her childhood home into another property. We completely remodeled it. And so we finally were able to take our house back, which was our goal all along.
We're
Yeah.
working on our fourth facility now. But here's something funny. 11 years ago, we accidentally became real estate investors. I had no idea that we would become real estate investors. We now own 5 pieces of property because of this business model and what it's given our family.
Yeah.
So the way it works is with residential senior care, you purchase a piece of real estate. A residential home does not have to be in any approved zoning, just
Mm.
a single family home converted into a residential senior care facility with proper licensing to do so. In California, that's our specialty, our bread and butter. You're allowed to have 6 seniors in a residential setting, and your city cannot deny you because of the Fair Housing Act.
Mm.
So we get to purchase real estate that my business runs a senior care facility out of, and we get to help the community while doing so.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
See, I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for taking us through the journey. Thank you for telling us, kind of what it is that you do. Now, I want to peek into into your mindset just a little bit, right? And so I often say destiny has no wasted moments, right? No matter what you're doing, you're building momentum to the people we are now. And we're borrowing from each part of the journey. So I would love to know, what has the journey taught you about yourself? Has it taught you discipline, resilience? Has it made you humble? Like, has it changed your innovation? Like, what has the moments taught you about you?
Yeah, I would say all of the above. All of the above, because entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart, right? I know it sounds cliche-ish, but I will speak. I mean, I'll speak for myself. It has taught me, and I think both of us, resilience, because we've
Mm,
gone through some very difficult moments
Yeah.
from
yeah,
the beginning, and it doesn't let up. You find a way. You got to find a way. You can't give up. Like they say, you fail when you give up. It teaches you patience. It teaches you just that grit to keep going. And
yeah,
you have our why is our kids, our family, right? And so that's why you never give up, and you
yeah,
continue to fight. You continue to fight for what you're trying to build and achieve.
It's
yeah.
taught me a couple different things actually. Being in senior care and we see so many different family dynamics. We've been there to help residents at their most difficult time, their families at the most difficult time. Everybody wants their aging parent to stay home, but unfortunately it's not possible all the time. So we've been able to assist them through that process. And what I've learned is how to take care of my own family. I have 2 kids now, ages 9 and 11, and how do I make sure that my children are going be secure, financially secure, and not have to worry about mom and dad. So, setting up a living trust, having a power of attorney in place, getting your
Mm,
healthcare directive, and all the things that we never think about until it's too late because I've seen
mm,
the headaches that our families have gone through. And then on like the business side of it, how to pivot because times get hard. You can either sit back and say, "Oh, well, that sucked. I guess I gave it a go," and let it happen, or you can learn how to pivot your way out of any situation to keep your business moving forward.
mm. Such great reflective answers. I love that you brought your family into it, so we know where the anchor is, right? One of my
Always.
mentors said, when you know who you are, you know what to do. And so when you
Yep.
know who you are, when you know what your why is, you know how to proceed forward in any situation that you're in. And so I absolutely love that reflective answer. So let me ask you, what's one operational thing you put into place like the last 2 years that has made the biggest difference in how you do business?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Oh, for your operations.
It is. Oh gosh. What is one thing I put in place? Okay, I'm gonna touch a little bit on AI, but I'm not talking about robots. We don't have robot caregivers. That I care for residents who have dementia. Can you imagine how afraid they would be if they saw this robot walking into the facility? No. But in creating like process and procedure manuals and just simplifying the process for our caregivers, their main job is to care for somebody's parent. And I will always
Yeah.
make that our number one priority. So how do I simplify all administrative and the back end of it so that my caregivers aren't focusing on that so much and more on actual resident patient care? And then just really pushing hard on the culture that we have created within our care facilities. Our families, our residents, our caregivers, we treat them like family, and that's always been at the forefront of our startup of our business 11 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought of one, and one that was creating a lot of internal havoc in our business. And this is for all of you that are going to have either a partner, which is, your husband, wife, or whatever. No, and this is something that was huge that we learned from our mentor.
Ah, yes.
Stay in your lane. Understand your
Mm.
strengths and weaknesses.
Mhm.
Understand that you don't have to do everything. Understand that you can hire someone smarter than you, because believe it or not, there is somebody smarter than you that can do your job better. Even though you're the entrepreneur and you think you know everything,
Yeah.
then
Come
it's
on.
your baby. You can hire somebody to do the job much better,
Mhm.
which frees you to do other things, right?
Done.
And so, in terms of our partnership here, because we're not only business partners, we're husband and wife, or mom and dad, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. And
Yeah.
so, knowing what your place is, right? Knowing what your jobs and responsibilities are, and staying in your lane. That
Yeah.
has been just a huge game changer for us, because for the longest time we would step on each other's toes and we get nothing accomplished.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, when you know who you are, you know what to do. That's even the way that you kind of, interact with each other, right? When you know your strong suit, you know your
Yes.
superpower. So I often say there's a difference between a self-confident leader and a self-aware leader, right? A self-confident leader, they will lead at the detriment of everybody, but a self-aware leader will lead at the complement of everybody. When you self-confident, you know who you are, you know your
Mhm.
strength, you know your weaknesses, but you inflate your strengths and absolutely do nothing about your weaknesses. Not even let somebody compliment the weaknesses that you have. But a self-aware leader, they know their strengths, but also when it comes to their weaknesses, they allow somebody to compliment them with their weaknesses so that everybody wins. So everybody gets the compliment and the collaboration. And so it sounds like
Mhm.
you two have found that self-aware way of leading with each other. And that's a beautiful thing. Absolutely beautiful thing. Absolutely beautiful
It
thing.
took us some time to get there, but we got there.
And don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, there's sometimes where, I like to call it the first starts to fly. We go up there. It's not always pretty. It's not all the stuff you see on Instagram. We're not going to post the fights and, the door slammings and all that. But at the end of the day, we come back, we figure it out, and here we are.
So this is the beautiful thing I found out about tension. You
Mhm.
grow by holding tension. You grow by holding the weight. Like if you go to the gym, nobody goes to the gym and just lift air, right? They go to the gym and they lift
I've
weight
seen a
and
few,
they
but
hold
yeah.
the weight. That's what builds the muscle. That's what builds the tension. And so it's only right that you've grown to it. You had to grow to it because you held that tension. That way you grew together. So it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful
And
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you want to say something?
No, I
we're
love,
agreeing with you.
yeah, I
It's
love the
great.
Okay,
analogy.
absolutely. So what's next? Like you guys got to tell me what's the next real goal? What are you looking to solve or scale next?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah. So setting, we can only care for 6 seniors at a time, and it takes 6 months to get licensed on each individual location. We currently turn down maybe 4 to 5 residents per week looking for a senior care facility. We just don't have enough open beds for them. So 2 years ago, being on a podcast, just sharing our business and our story, somebody reached out to us and said, I want to learn what you do. Do you have a mentorship program? And we said, no, we didn't at the time. And they're like, well, we want to come and tour your location. We want to learn everything about what you do, and we're willing to pay you. And we said, okay, sure. Come on over. We'll give you a tour. Sat down with them. And that one meeting turned into a full-blown academy, over 8 licensed facilities in the past year alone, another 12 opening up in the next 6 months in California. We're helping so many people. Not only are we helping our mentees, the students within our academy, create a business for the very first time, but we're helping so many families needing places for their mom and dad at home or their loved one at home, because there aren't enough quality care homes out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think about this for a second. In California right now, I'm about to throw you some numbers real quick. There's close to 7 million seniors in California. Okay. Let's just put this in perspective. I can only have 6 per home. Let's just say I open up a massive facility with like 300 beds, 400 beds. That still doesn't make a dent, right? So how can we help our senior community? By helping others who want to open up these homes. Unfortunately, in our industry, there's a lot of gatekeeping. And what we did is after we had that one meeting with our first student, who we didn't even know was going to be a student, it happened, right? What do they say? Necessity is the mother of all invention. And so we locked ourselves in an office for about 2 to 3 weeks. We got on a whiteboard and said, what if we were from scratch, what would we need? And so we basically pulled all the knowledge, everything, 10 years of experience, mistakes, headaches, heartaches, and put it all into our academy. And we're still making changes, still doing things, and we're still improving it. And right now we have close to over 100 members in our community, and it continues to grow every month. We want to make a big impact in the senior community nationwide, but we're starting with California, right? And as Amanda mentioned, in just 1 year, 8 facilities were licensed. We have over 12 right now that are waiting in the pipeline to get licensed. And there is no shortage for anyone. There's plenty for all of us to eat. I always talk about an abundant mentality.
Sir, I love it. I absolutely love it. So y'all literally kind of walked me to my next question. When people come on, I always like to get their perspective on relationship, mainly business relationships. So, but I want to hit y'all from maybe a trifecta. I would love for y'all to tell me, is business relationships important to you, but just also relationships in general, because of course you two together have a working relationship, and then also just a relationship with the people that you serve. So business relationships, personal relationships, and the people that you serve. Talk to me about y'all philosophy when it comes to relationships.
Always said this. It is who you know that will get you through that door. It's what you know that keeps you there. So you can't just show up and expect free things, free information, and expect to stay in those same rooms. At that point, you have to give back. But it's always relationships that introduction, that first step forward.
Yeah, I'm going to add one more thing to that is never burn a bridge. Never burn a bridge. Now, there are bridges you do need to burn immediately. And understand which bridges you need to burn and which bridges you have to maintain. relationships is everything, whether it's in business, whether just in life, right? You don't need to have a million relationships. You just need to have the right ones in place and foster them. And I'm going to echo what Amanda says, always value back to the people that give value to you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our society now, it's a lot of what's in it for me, take. And what I notice is when relationships growth is when there's mutual value, and it doesn't need to be monetary. Value can come in so many different ways. Understand what the other person could value from your gifts, your God given gifts,
Yeah.
and don't be afraid to give that out. Just be aware that when you are the one that's giving all the time, you do have to pull back at some sort at some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Well, listen, I want to create space for one more thought. So I'll kind of frame it like this.
Okay.
Is there any last words of inspiration, education, or motivation? Or did you two come here kind of with something on your mind that you wanted our viewers to definitely know? I just want to kind of create space that if there's one final thought that you came in with that you had a chance to land that message.
Go for it.
I was going to go back to you. That's my thought.
Oh, come on. Everybody wants to hear from you. You're the pretty one.
we all we all have big dreams. We all want to do big things in life. And Boris and I speak to maybe over 20 people every single week who want to start a business, who want to get into the industry, who want to create something different for their family. And in fact, we hear from a lot of Airbnb owners, Airbnb is not working out for them anymore and they don't want to let go of their property. They're looking to pivot and transition into senior care, which I think is great. We hear from a lot of nurses as well. But what we always hear at the end of the conversation is waiting for the right time.
Yeah.
I was pregnant. My daughter was born when we started our first facility. When we opened our second facility, the day after we signed escrow, I found out I was pregnant with my son. And we had we had full construction ahead, so many expenses. You figure it out as you go. And I think people are afraid of that. I think the fear holds them back. There is never a perfect time. Even now, we're jumping into our next construction project. Do I feel like it's a perfect time? No, I don't think it's a perfect time. I'm creating the time, though. I'm creating that perfect moment, that perfect time, and I know that it's going to do really well.
Yeah, I'll just touch on the inspirational part a little bit real quick. And I always talk about this. I was born in Mexico. I came here when I was 7 years old, and I've been able to create along at Amanda a life that we dreamed of. And now sometimes we kind of look at ourselves and we're like, is this really happening?
Yeah.
Is this really what we're doing? Are we really here? And we live in the greatest country in the world. I always talk about that, where the opportunities are so abundant. However, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the at bats. You got to put in the reps. A lot of people want the cars, the watches, the lifestyle, whatever it is that they think success is, but they want it now. They don't want it sacrifices. And so if you want all these things in life, you can have them, but if you don't have them because you don't want them bad enough and you haven't put in the work to get it. And the last thing I want to talk about is there's a misconception about senior care. And unfortunately, there's a lot of places that do give us a bad rap.
Yeah.
Unlicensed facilities, the abuse, the neglect, the big facilities that sometimes are just in it for the money.
Even the fraud that we're hearing
Yeah,
about
the
now.
fraud. There's a lot of things that are out there that just give us a bad reputation. And so one of the main reasons we started the academy is to make sure that we open up quality care homes for our seniors. Our seniors deserve the best, right? We're living longer, they're around longer, and they require the best care. And so a lot of people think, oh, you're charging, 5,000, 10,000 for a bed. They're getting exceptional care, right?
Yeah.
And for all homes that are out there that are not doing that, they should not be around. And so our priority is senior care, quality senior care. And there's a lot of overhead that comes with it. And that's why the prices are what they are. Would it be a perfect world? It would be very affordable. And in a perfect world, families can keep their loved ones at home and care for them. Yeah. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So we do get a lot of hate of like, oh, you guys are gouging seniors. You guys are taking advantage of the vulnerable. No, we're actually offering the best possible resources for them for quality care at the best price out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm excited about what you guys do. I often say I feel at the foundation of any successful business is servitude. And so the way that y'all are serving the community that y'all are serving is exceptional to me. And so listen,
Yeah.
if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you?
Yeah, we are both on Instagram. You can find me, the Amanda Palomino. Boris is Boris V Palomino. You can also go to our website, palominoseniorliving.com, and find us there. We have all of our socials and podcast information, all the stuff at the bottom.
Yeah, we also have a podcast. If you look us up on YouTube, it's called Build a Friend the Palomino Way. And yeah, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook,
We're everywhere.
we're everywhere. So
Yeah.
And we show
Yeah.
everything, personal life, the business life, the fun stuff we do, the dogs that are therapy dogs now,
yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about
the tax advantages. Oh my God, we do it all.
yeah. There's depreciation, tax advantages, how you can utilize your home, to all of the equity that you build to roll it
Oh,
into the next
yeah.
one. There's just so many facets to the industry that are phenomenal. So yeah, our dogs are employees. They're legal. They're employees of the company because they're trained therapy dogs.
I just posted one on social media, so you can go find him there. He just passed.
Like our kids, they work for
Yeah.
our facility, so we don't take
Yeah.
family vacations. We take company retreats.
What you guys are doing. So listen, I'm so glad I had a chance to spend some time with you two. I want to say three things to you sincerely. Thank you for your time. I think time is our most precious commodity. So thank you for your time. I value your time. I value you for being here with us. So thank you. Secondly, thank you for your story. Thank you for your authenticity. Thank you for your integrity. I believe our stories, they plant a seed. And we may never see the full growth, but the seed is there and it can grow at any given time. So thank you for planting some seeds today. And lastly, thank you for your mindset. Thank you for the way you two think and bringing that mindset to this platform. I greatly appreciate y'all coming on today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, man. We
Abs-
really appreciate all your kind words.
Absolutely. Well, listen, y'all heard Amanda and Mr. Boris. Y'all heard them. Their information is in the show notes. Please get in contact with them. But definitely make sure you're subscribed here, because I promise you, we're going to continue to bring up amazing people just like the Palominos. So y'all, I thank y'all again for so much for being here. And listen, everyone else, have a fantastic day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.